A factory that once fueled Britain's industrial might now stands silent, derelict, and feared. A site so contaminated locals call it Rochdale's Chernobyl. Today on the Hatch Report, folks, we're digging into the turbulent story of the Turner Brothers asbestos factory, its deadly legacy, and why urban explorers and YouTubers still wander its ruins. A factory that once fueled Britain's industrial might now stands silent, derelict, and feared. A site so contaminated, locals call it the Rochdale's Chernobyl. Today on the Hatch Report, we're digging into the turbulent story of the Turner Brothers asbestos factory, its deadly legacy, and why urban explorers and YouTubers still wander its ruins. This site, I only found out about it a while ago actually. It was founded in 1871. It started with asbestos textiles. Asbestos, folks, we all heard about it. Urban exploration, everyone knows about it, don't they? Deadly stuff. Certain types of asbestos as well. Get the blue asbestos, white asbestos, brown. But what we're looking at is a factory that used to produce it in the United Kingdom, in Great Britain, folks. Here we are. It grew into a global giant. Brake lining, or brake, the brake pads. Used to have it in brake pads in the linings there. Insulation, cement sheeting. By the 20th century, thousands were employed in Rochdale. Asbestos hailed as a miracle mineral. I mean, there's still places now that still mine for this stuff. It's incredible. If you start looking into it, it's absolutely madness. A personal touch for families in town working at the Turner Brothers wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Inside the factory, asbestos dust filled the air. Workers went home with fibres on their clothes, exposing their families. By the 1970s and 1980s, increasing cases of asbestosis and lung cancer, health studies and whistleblowers revealed this high scale. Children who played in the Spodden Valley, that's said right there, folks, reportedly developed asbestos-linked illnesses. The factory's success came with a hidden price, one paid in human lives. That's a crazy, isn't it? It really is. I mean, this asbestos is used in everything, folks. I mean, even today, people doing renovations on their old-fashioned homes, plaster, drilling through it with a saw or something like that, and then there's asbestos inside it. You're creating a dust. You're breathing that dust in. Not good for you at all. Yeah. Turner Brothers closed in 1998. That's quite late, isn't it? I mean, by that time, the asbestos was known to be very, very deadly. So it closed down quite late compared to, when it should have really. Left behind 72-acre site filled with asbestos-contaminated soil and ruins. I mean, some of the places we explore, they say there's asbestos in it. But we're very careful. Sometimes it's damp, which is big thumbs up, because not a lot of dust is in the air. A lot of stuff's grounded because it's so damp down there. So investigations suggested millions of tons of asbestos waste buried in a valley. Oh, blimey, here we go. Nicknamed Rochdale's Chernobyl by the media and campaigners. Community anger. It wasn't just an industrial relic, it was a toxic time bomb. So places like this, it's abandoned, shut down 1998. So what's that? 27, 26 years ago, that site, they want to build houses on it, surely. Wasted site. What's that, 72 acres, did it say? That's a lot of space. Get a lot of houses on that. So let's have a look at the redevelopment controversy. Developers proposed new houses and retail projects. Fierce local opposition. Safety concerns. Clear up too costly. Environmental surveys confirmed high contamination risk. Development remains stalled. showing how industrial legacies still shape communities. It's like the fuel bunkers we went to in Portsmouth. The amount of contamination there is unreal. And that's why they sealed it up. That's why it's all been bulldozed entrances and stuff like that. Because what do you do with the site? It's exposing all that waste underground. The more times the urban explorers go into it, yeah. So urban exploration and YouTube culture in this site. So, obviously it's abandoned buildings, folks. You all like a nice old-fashioned abandoned building. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Asbestos factory. Sounds deadly, but it's going to be deadly. Derelict factory became a magnet for urban explorers, photographers and YouTubers. Decay porn. Crumbling walls, overgrown machinery, the eerie nickname fueled content, but asbestos risk is real. Explorers often went in without protection or protective gear. Today, there is no public case for explorers diagnosed from this site, but the latency of asbestos illnesses means the danger is long term and not immediate. So, you could be breathing it in, and then 50 years down the line, you got a problem. That's pretty, it's interesting. I found it, like I say, a while ago, the Rochdale Chernobyl, and I thought it was quite interesting. So I thought I'd share it with you folks on the Hatch Report. I know I've not got 5 in different articles today, but we get this one out, see what you think of it. And yeah, so the Turner Brothers site tells a story of ambition, tragedy, and neglect, a place where history, health, and urban myths collide. For some, it's an abandoned playground. For others, it's a scar that never healed. And for the rest of us, it's a reminder that ghosts of industry, can linger along after the machineries fall silent. So this has been the Hatch Report, folks, your weekly dive into history and stories behind urban world and all that jazz. Don't forget to subscribe, folks, and the like button and all that jazz. Hope you enjoyed this. Let us know what you thought of it. And yeah, we'll do it again in another video, I'm sure. So yeah, thanks for your support. We'll see you next week in the Hatch Report. See you soon.